you've got a long career in real estate at this point. Let me ask you this question, right? Because and everybody has a different answer to this. Like, we talk about all the great parts of real estate. What is part is the most annoying to you in real estate, right? Because some people will say dealing with tenants. My personal thing is I hate all contractors. So for you though, what do you think has been like, the biggest struggle, or something that that one of the negatives to you?
Probably the biggest struggle for me is I'm an older millennial, so I don't really like technology. So it's been hard for me to get into the systems. But I realized it's really what I needed to scale. When I hit about 40 units, I couldn't keep track of it in my head anymore. And I had to employ the systems, and I've been struggling with it. So we have a property management software, and I hate putting stuff in there. I hate having to do this. I really enjoy when it was all in my head. So that's really the only part. I don't mind the contractors. I don't mind the tenants. Yeah, I think that's the only part.
All right, scaling it up. You must got some good contractors. I need to figure out who your contractors are. But anyway, you talk about scaling. So how many properties are you guys up to now?
I don't know between the two of us. Between the two of us, we probably have almost 200 units.
About 200 units, right? So yeah. It sounds to me in the beginning like you were kind of hands-on, like at the properties and knowing who your tenants are and things like that. Like how does that work when you're scaling? Because I'm pretty sure that you don't even know all your tenants at this point.
The only reason why I don't know the recent ones is because I hired an in-house property manager, and it feels really weird to hear her say names, but I'm like, who is that? Because I'm used to knowing everyone. Everyone knows that I'm the owner too. Like, I don't play those games. Like, I don't. So it is very strange for me, and it feels like I don't have control over things, and it feels a little weird. So it's like I have enjoyed the release that it has given me, because I realized how on I was always on. On means like I was here, there, and so when I delegated to her, I gave her my phone, which was very weird. I had to get a new phone number. And it's freeing, even though I don't have control. She's been doing good. She makes mistakes, but for the most part, she's doing good, and has allowed me to do other things. Like, people have been asking me to teach, so I've started making a course. I'm doing mentoring, and I feel like I'm going into this new path in my life, transitioning from active investing to passive investing, which is whole nother learning experience for me.
It has to be a struggle for you, because I've heard you mention the word control multiple times. Like, so you like to control your deals, you like to control everything. Yeah. So how was that adjustment? Like, was it difficult?
I'm still adjusting. Yeah. So the thing that I love about real estate is that I have control. I don't like stock. I don't like crypto, because no control. It feels like gambling. And it's like, I have control over the properties to buy. I have control over how much I spend in there. Contractors think that they have control. I'm like, no, that's fine. It doesn't have to be replaced. You can fix it. So I have control over how much I spend. I have control over the tenants who I put in there. I have control over everything. I have control over my loans. I know when it's good. I know when it's bad. I know when I can restructure. I know when I can pull out. I know everything. I am in control. So that's why I feel like I have done good in real estate, because I mitigate the risk. People keep saying how risky it is, but like, no, it's not risky when you have control. It's calculated risk. So I don't feel like it's risky, because I know what I'm doing. I'm in there. I know every step in the game. Because I started when I was young, I didn't have any money. I had to learn all the steps in it. So I feel like I understand it fully. I'm in control. But now that I am training someone else, I've learned more about myself too. I learned about myself and kind of what makes the machine work. I realized how good I was with tenants. I realized how good I was with contractors. And trying to teach someone else, I'm like, I need her to read a bunch of books so she can understand the perspective about how you work with people and how to understand people, because it really is a people business. I tell people it is not about the dollars, it is about the people. People who have not been getting paid during the pandemic, I'm pretty sure it's because you have a bad relationship with your tenant. People who I know who have good tenants and good relationships with their tenants, they get paid. So yeah, I think it's true.
It's absolutely true. I had a mentor tell me a couple of years ago, and it changed everything. He said, no matter what business you're in a customer service business. Yep. Every business is a customer service business.
Yes. And that includes, you have to understand people. You have to understand people in order to treat people and not take things so personally, and try to have their perspective. So I think that really helps. I say, try to see things from their perspective. Try not to always focus on you. Always look at the big picture objective of what's better for the business and for everybody.